We have been through, was it 5 weeks of competition to get here today? We had 4 weeks of qualifiers and an LCQ to get our top 8 that made their way here today. It's now a double elimination bracket, and we're starting things right at those winners finals. So we're starting at the best of 5 stage of this bracket.
Correct. So all the series towards the end of that bracket are going to be extended, and then the grand final also going to be extended to a best of 7, with the one caveat here being that whichever team is coming into that grand final from the upper bracket will have a 1-game advantage going into that best of 7 series. So they will start a game ahead from whoever comes in from the lower side.
We're going to be starting off with the upper finals, which is going to be Nubble Trouble versus Dotes. No surprise there.
The term grudge match doesn't really cover the rivalry between these two teams, with Dotes having come out on top in their previous 2 meetings in the competition. And the first game certainly indicated that that was where things were headed after a dominant 7-0 win by Dotes.
Just like that, Samael, it's going to be Dotes taking the first game in this best of 5 series.
Game 2, and despite Dotes taking an early 3-goal lead, Nubble Trouble clawed back 2 to bring the score to 3-2 with half a minute remaining.
Here's now Dismal though, going to fire the shot on, and it is in.
So with that victory, Dotes look to close out the match and secure their place in the final. It seemed, however, that their old rivals were not rolling over just yet, with the game deadlocked at 1-1. Let's pick it up there.
And that's more the bread and butter of Nubble Trouble.
Oh no, this is bad news the other way. The back pass doesn't work out. A big demo as well to clear the field.
It's going to be Dotes with a 3-0 sweep.
Phenomenal performance out of Dotes. Dismal, unstoppable at some points. Winners bracket, done. We know who's in the grand finals. Now we are focusing down on the lower side of the bracket.
In that lower bracket final, it's going to be Whoopsies going up against Nubble Trouble again.
Having come close to securing their place in the final the first time, but being defeated by old rivals Dotes, it was Nubble Trouble's second bite of the cherry. Last year's champions Whoopsies had battled their way back past frozen heat and nerve damage, having gone out in the first game of the upper bracket by the hands of their now opponents. And this truly was an attritional battle, with Nubble Trouble taking game 1 3-0.
As things just kind of falling apart for Whoopsies in this final minute.
Whoopsies then came back, taking the next game 3-1. Nubble Trouble replied with a hard-fought 2-1 victory.
After the play from Anthony to the center of the field, he would have liked a better touch there for sure.
Then back to Whoopsies for an impressive 4-1 win. That meant it all came down to the final game of the match in this best of 5 in one of the closest matches the competition has seen. Here it is at 1-1 and everything to play for.
Managed to stand tall, and it's a great another shot attempt as he's able to get the follow-up off the backboard.
And what a play, what a feed, Angry Bullfrogs there.
And it will be Nubble Trouble in a Game 5 victory.
You really can't get a better lower bracket finals than that.
A lot of these narratives kind of playing out in super interesting ways. Of course, you have, Nubble Trouble kind of battling all the way back through the lower bracket, falling to Dotes, and then having a rematch opportunity now in the grand finals is kind of a crazy story. It will be a best of 7, but because Dotes remained in that upper bracket, they will have a 1-game advantage. So where Nubble Trouble will have to win 4 games here, Dotes will only have to win 3.
Game 1 started with Nubble Trouble coming out the blocks, scoring first in 3 seconds, taking the fight to Dotes. However, after that initial show of intent, Dotes took almost total control, scoring goal after goal after goal after goal after goal after goal. Nubble Trouble did score 1 back before a final goal by Solitude for Dotes finished the game with 40 seconds to spare. The second game was much tighter, with Nubble Trouble going up first again, only to have Dotes respond with 2 goals in a very cagey affair. We join it in the last 20 seconds, with Nubble Trouble looking to get the equaliser to force extra time, and Dotes looking to hold on to their slim lead as they run the clock down.
Dismal will finally find that opening. That will be all she wrote for our second game.
And so the chance for Dotes to close out the series with that one-game advantage gained by winning the upper bracket. They were teetering on taking that grand prize of $6,500 and the prestige of being crowned season champions. Nubble Trouble, however, were fighting to stay in it. Here we are at 1 apiece and plenty of time left on the clock.
Forced Dismal on these rotations. Solitude has to take this one. He does get bumped, but the shot was on target. Dote's commitment to their offensive game finally paying off now for Nubble Trouble. Dotes has been able to fire right back.
He had to move around on it, and now, oh man, the wheels might be falling off. Here's another kickoff goal.
Just needing to kill this ball. It'll be all she wrote. Dotes will be your champions here today.
Phenomenal performance out of both the squads. We knew Dotes was going to be a tough opponent.
Yeah.
And Nubble Trouble really did do a lot of adapting throughout the process, like you were saying. So we have to give them huge kudos. We'll take a look at the final breakdown of those standings and the prize pool that those teams get to take home, because as you're saying, Dotes, the champion, first place, going home with $6,500.
You had Nubble Trouble, of course, coming in second, taking home $4,500. And those were two players there from the beginning, really putting in that work, finishing at the top of our leaderboard. And whoopsies too, a great showing, coming in late, not having the reps, the experience of actually playing, but having that knowledge and being able to still finish third, I think is a testament to their great play as well.
It has been an absolute pleasure and an honor being here with you for yet another one, but it's time. This is the end of this season. I'm very excited for when we get to meet again.
Yeah.
But until then,
stay tuned.